I see you. You've been going through a lot. And you've been trying to be strong. Trying to uphold the faith. Trying to persevere. But it feels like everything is mounting up against you. If it's not the noise of the world, it's noise from your family, noise from your friends, noise in your own mind. It seems like it's inescapable. It feels like no matter how hard you try, how many steps forward you take, you're knocked backward a step or two or three. And you keep asking God, why? Why is it so hard? I'm trying, I really am, God. But it's still so hard. And you know that you're supposed to have trouble in this world. Sometimes it seems like there has to be a point where trouble has a limit. And yet there is not. The troubles continue in various forms and intensities. And it gets to the point where you think, why am I trying so hard? Why am I trying so hard to hold on to God, to do the right thing, when the world is against me? Sometimes you wonder if God even hears you. Does he hear the words and the prayers and the cries when no one's looking? Does he care? Are his ears open to you? Do you wonder? You may cry out to him and say, if you open the ears of the deaf, why do you yourself have ears that are closed? And you wonder if the mighty right arm of God is strong enough for this. Strong enough for this circumstance, this situation, this trial, this burden. And you know that we're in a war. A spiritual war. Sometimes it feels like the only side making any progress is the side you're fighting against. As if the enemy is getting all of the airtime. And you wonder what God is doing. What he's doing in you and your life, in the world, and in this war that we are in. Where's the victory? Where's the strength? You know God is your strength, and yet you have none. You know God is your peace, and yet you have none. And so you wonder, why? Why is it like this? And will it ever change? Will I ever be good enough to feel God's presence the way that I feel I should, or other people do? Will I ever read my Bible enough or pray enough so that God blesses me? These are the deep thoughts in your heart. And you wonder if God loves you at all. But if God loved you, why would he let such things happen to you or in your life? Maybe you've encountered loss, deep, deep loss of others that you love. And the path feels so dark ahead of you. And you can't see one foot in front of the other, and you're stumbling, saying, God, I can't see. I can't see. Please, show me where to go. and yet you feel as lost as ever. Maybe the warfare is too strong or feels too heavy for you, and you can't fight the anxiety or the depression or the fear or the worry or the weariness or the doubt. I don't know what you're going through right now. Maybe it's all of those things. Maybe it's none of them. But regardless, the war wages on, and we are in the thick of it. God never promises to give us the answers in all the moments when we think that we need them. But instead, He is the answer. So when life feels heavy, or you wonder where God is, or why it seems like He's not doing anything, don't reach out for the answer. Reach out for God. Sometimes He withholds things from us because we're too fixated on that one thing. He wants us to fixate ourselves on Him. And maybe the reason why the battle feels so hard is because you're not looking at your commander-in-chief, which is God. You're looking at the battle, wanting victory over a sin, or a sickness, or a circumstance, or an affliction, or an oppression. But all you want is freedom from one thing, or to hold one possession, or to be in a position. You want one thing, but do you want it more than you want God? I don't know. But there are times when it seems like God is far away, when we are walking through trials, wondering where our victory is, where our breakthrough is. But God is the victory. God is the breakthrough. God is the healing. God is the provision. God is the protection. God is the peace. God is the strength. What we need is not a thing, it is a person. And that is God. And so maybe, instead of praying for all these things that we think we want or need, maybe we should just pray for more of Him. And maybe what we seek would be added. Like He's already said, seek first the kingdom of God, and all these things will be added unto you. He doesn't just say, ask for what you need and you'll get it. He doesn't just say that, because He does say, whatever you ask in my name, believing you have received it, it will be yours. But He also says, seek first the kingdom. Now, what are you, or who are we seeking first? Are we seeking Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube first? Are we seeking the counsel of wise friends and family first? Are we seeking the internet first? What are we seeking? Where do we hope to find answers from? Is it from God? Is it from His Word? Or is it something else? Maybe we're seeking the wrong thing. I don't know. But I know that God does know. Sometimes it does seem hopeless. Sometimes it seems like the darkness will never let up. Sometimes I wonder if I'm strong enough for what God has called me to do and the path ahead of me. Sometimes I wonder how He's going to provide or protect me, how He's going to make a way as this world seems to crumble beneath my feet. I wonder. But in the same breath, I know that even if everything does crumble beneath my feet, even if something does happen, it's not over, and it's not the end. That I will return to my Father. I will return home when the battle is over. That I will not be done. I will not be defeated, and neither will you. No matter what happens, no matter what comes upon you, it's not over, and it's not done. And there is no failure with God. If He is with you, and you are with Him, you cannot fail. Did you know that? Did you know you can't fail? Now we have our own standards of what failure is. You know, you may think getting fired from a job or losing a relationship or, you know, not aspiring to the success in your mind means you're a failure. But God has a different standard. He says, with Him, all things are possible. Meaning, if He is your strength, you can't fail. Even if you've messed up so bad that it feels like you're the worst person in the world, how can anything ever be redeemed? You haven't failed. Because God is with you. The only failure is failing to accept God, failing to do life with Him. Trying to do it all on your own. That is the only true version of failure. But even that isn't the end. Because you can still reach out to God. You can still choose to do life with Him. And start again. It's not over. And it's not the end. It's not. Even if you're laying on your deathbed right now, about to take your last breath, thinking about all the things you've done wrong in your life, all the areas where you fell short. It's not over. It's not the end. And you're not a failure. If you have God within you, you can't lose. Because at the end of it all, you will stand before Him. And He will have His arms open to you. And there is no success that compares with that. There is no amount of worldly accolades that compares with the love of the Father. And being in His family and sitting at His table and laying at His feet. There is no greater success. There is no greater win. And there is no greater honor. So seek Him. When worry starts to bubble up within you, seek Him. When you open your eyes in the morning, seek Him. When the day feels like it's dragging you behind it, seek Him. When you don't know how you're going to pay your bills, seek Him. when your health starts to worry you, seek Him. Don't just seek Him for the thing. Seek Him for Him. For His face and not His hands. For relationship. Spend time with Him. There is healing, and there is power, and there is breakthrough in the presence of God. Even if you don't feel it, it's there. The moment you drop everything and stop trying to fight by yourself, and you take a hold of God's hand, everything changes. When you say, God, help me. God, I'm going to seek you first. What would you say? What would you have me do in this situation? How can I honor you? How can I please you? How can I be like you? Show me. Then we stop trying to wage the war on our own. There is a sweet elderly man who makes YouTube videos that my husband and I watch frequently. And he always says, stay close behind Jesus and beside Him. Don't get out ahead of Him or in front of Him. Stick with Him. Don't go running, blazing past, trying to figure everything out and solve everything and be everything that you think you should be. Walk next to Him. Better yet, walk behind Him, because He knows where to go, and He won't lead you astray. He won't take you down the wrong path. He won't get you lost. Every step He takes is sure. His ankles never wobble. He never questions where He's going. He is never uncertain. He never doubts. He never fears. He never worries. He is sure. He is steadfast. He is good. So walk with Him. Every day. Seek Him. Every moment. When things feel dark and you wonder what you're supposed to do or how it's ever going to get better, seek Him. Because sometimes when circumstances don't change, just reaching out to God changes it. Maybe not to your eyes, but in your heart. It gives you that strength and that peace that you were seeking, that healing and that protection, that victory. It's not the thing we seek, it's who we seek. And when we seek Him, everything will be added. Everything.